Good evening. FTR Racing, we are back. Season 3, Tier 1, every Wednesday night, starting at 7:15 sharp. We're just waiting for the lobbies to load. We've got 18 drivers tonight. We're going to full quali. So Q1, Q2, Q3, then a 50% race. Myself, Ron Skitter, in the comms box. With me, I've got Sean. How's it, Sean?
How's it, Ron? Yeah, guys, welcome back to a brand new season, Season 3, FTR. Very exciting stuff, full lobby. And we had an exciting race yesterday with Tier 2. We will now see how Tier 1 plays out in the next 2 hours.
Yeah, for those who don't know, Q1, we're looking for the top 15 drivers. So 3 drivers will be eliminated from this qualifying session. Then we head on to Q2, where we look for the top 10, and those top 10 will go through to Q3 for the shootout for pole. As we see, we are in the lobby, guys, in the garage. First car to come out, I think that was there's Torment. Torment, welcome to Tier 1. Torment, of course, was a Tier 2 driver until 2 weeks ago. His fabulous season in Season 2, Tier 2, got him promoted to Tier 1. Welcome, Torment. Other drivers, Grimjaw Jagger, who we're on board now. He is our Tier 2 champion for Season 2. And then who else joined us here? Sean from Tier 1. Red Fury, he's currently showing 8th there, but he's still in the pits.
Yeah, so Red Fury showed some very good pace in Tier 2, so moved up to Tier 1. Great to see the promotion of drivers.
There we go. Some cars out on track. Let me just flick through drivers. It looks like Torment. Sean is the first guy to start a lap.
Yeah, Torment will start his lap now. He's rounding the penultimate corner and now coming onto the home straight. Ron, why don't you take us through this lap?
Yeah, firstly, nice to see Tapiwa. Yeah, he had some scares for load shedding, but power at his house, and here we go, first lap. Pick the quick braking zone, you cut the first corner, cut the second one, carry as much speed as you can through here into the first DRS zone. It's quite a busy first little corner. If you get that right, it sets you up rhythm-wise for the rest of the track. This piece is all about braking, getting in line, getting the power on as soon as you can, being smooth through this fast right sweep, and that's full power out there, especially in quali. And then another couple of interesting turns, braking zones, and just getting the right amount of corner cutting through there. And again, carry a lot of speed through here. This is not quite straight, but it's treated as a straight. And at the end of Sector 2 here, there's a lovely, very fast S-bend. You can gain and lose a lot of time here, and it starts immediately with the DRS zone. So you get the braking zones, get on the power soon, get a good rhythm through here. And this last piece is power on, keep the balance, set yourself up for the start-finish straight again. And we think we should be in the low 122s probably. Let's see where Taps puts us. 122.1.
Yeah, 122.1, that's excellent for Q1. So guys on the stream, let us know your predictions for the final quali in the meantime.
Let's see other drivers that have put times in. Eugene, he put in a 120.7. Grimjaw 120.9. Arno 121.3. 121.3, that's right. And Torment 122.1. Red Fury 120.6. He's showing that he's loving the idea of being in Tier 1.
That's Red Bull DTM there, Ron.
I beg your pardon, I got that wrong. That was Red Bull DTM.
Guys keeping out of the way nicely.
Yeah, to see who else put times on the board there. Ronald 121.7. Ruan 121.1. Avilach 121.2.
Yeah, Ron, I think Q1 is a bit more of a banker, not setting so much of a banker lap this time round. You know, we have a full lobby, so I think the guys are going to open up a little bit of pace here.
Yeah, let's see who else is on a lap. Sorry, there was Red Fury, who I got confused of earlier. He's on a hot lap.
Sporting in his brand new Haas. Last season in Tier 2, he was in the McLaren.
Let's see, other guys on a fast lap, I think, is Nick and Zero, and Red Fury goes 9th, 121.8.
Very nice.
Let's see, where's Nick? That's Nam Assassin. Here goes Nick. Is this? He puts in his time and goes 9th, the 121.8. Safe for now. But there are still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 drivers who haven't put times on. And reminder, we're only looking to kick out the slowest 3 drivers in this session, so not a lot of pressure to get through, but yeah. Thanks, Lo, for comments on the stream. May the Renaults take team podium tonight. And that, of course, is support for Jaco Nagel, second in the championship in Season 2, and Nan Assassin, used to be Ferrari driver, now in the Renault. Both of those, by the way, have not put times in yet. Let's follow Zero to Cool, winner of Season 2, Tier 2, also promoted to Tier 1 and goes 5th with a 121.2.
Very good time there, Ron. Yeah,
So,
Lo, thanks again for the support. Oh, and there we see the Renault in the wall there, Ron. Nam Assassin. Right on the exit of turn 1. I think he might have lost the back end of the car there. So that puts Nam Assassin right at the back.
yeah, that's starting from the back. Look, not the worst. You can get a harder tyre on, swap your stints around. Let's see, follow Donovan Duffy through that sector. No, I don't see anything on track anymore. Yeah, Donovan in the Merc again. Last year finished about 5th, 6th in the championship. Sorry, Donovan. We followed your mistake on the live stream, mate. But there's still time, 10 minutes left in the session. Get back to the pits, get some new tyres. There's time for another run. Let me see. Josh, he has invalidated his lap. It may have been his out lap, but here we go. Starting another flying lap. Josh, of course, most poles last season. And I don't know if he's given up. It looks like he's invalidated it in the first corner already.
Yeah, the invalidation zones on the corners run in this track are very hard. They're very strict. One small mistake and your lap is invalid. So these guys have to really try and keep it on the tarmac during the session.
Yeah, let's follow Jaco Nagel through. Like we said, second in the championship 2 weeks ago. Took the fight all the way to Grim to Abu Dhabi, the last race of the season. Let's follow him through his lap.
Right, so as we said, I'm board with Jaco in the Renault. Did very well last season, and we can only see good things from him this season. Getting the power down early there on this not so straight. Very sharp chicane here, so easy to invalidate, and takes a purple sector in that section. Now entering sector 3. Keep it nice and clean, Yaku. Yeah, very good line through there. DRS wide open. And puts Yaku 11th with a 121.6. I see Donovan Duffy is back out on track. Gone in, changed tyres, changed wing. Razor 082 Nicholas, welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining us. And Nicholas says good luck, Avalach and Eugene, in the Red Bull. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Fast. Right, there we go. Let's see where that puts Warlock in his latest attempt. It looks like he is still 15th. Has not improved. Let's see Sean who else is on a hot lap.
Yeah, sorry guys for that sound difficulty. We've managed to resolve it. Thanks for letting us know.
There we go. Donovan Duffy, new set of tyres, new wing, and that's great. Immediately back into 11th. I think after you've had a moment with a wall or a bit of an issue like that, you need to immediately get out and get onto the power and shake it off. So that's good racing there. Not many guys out on track at the moment. The guys here, I think, 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, they might be coming out to try and prove their times. It's going to get close here now. And like we said, currently Nicky is 15th on the 121.8. I think Sean 121.5 about, I think might be the cutoff by the end of the session. Oh, and Nick takes the long way around. Doesn't look like it invalidated, but he again takes the scenic route, cuts some grass. I don't think this lap will be that great. Let's see who else is out there.
And just with 4 minutes remaining in the session, Ron, we have some times on the board.
Yeah, there we go. Just Josh, he's one of the last guys, I think the last guy to put a timed lap on, and straight goes to the top of the board, so the 120.5. Just behind him, Red Bull DTM 120.6. Josh is happy with that. He's retiring. Red Bull DTM's not coming out. Avilach, he's retired. Eugene doesn't look like he's coming out. Lee retired. Grim, Ruan, they all think they're safe. So's Hanku Zero to Cool. Bob, we haven't spoken about Bob, brand new to this league as well. Welcome, Bob. He is staying in the pits, not coming out again by the looks of it. Just checking on the stream, we seem to have a slight issue with our audio. Can someone please comment to confirm that they can hear us?
Cool. So we've got a thumbs up, Ron. We are live again. Sorry if there's some technical difficulty, guys.
There we go. So let's see. Donovan Duffy's retired. Red Fury, he's coming to the pits. Not sure if he's had an issue or he feels safe there. Yaku Nagel, he's 14th. Very close to that cut-off position of 15th, who currently is Ronald. They've both overtaken Nick.
Thanks,
Low, everything is fine. I agree, Low. If we've got Formula One racing to watch on a Wednesday night, everything is fine. Don't have to wait for the real deal. There's too much drama there anyway.
Here's the better drama this side, Ron.
There we go. Ronald improves as well. He goes 13th.
I think Donovan Duffy's retirement there, Ron, is a bit of a risky move, but let's see.
I hope he didn't listen to my stream when I said I think 121.5 is the cutoff, but he's obviously thought that is fine and decided to call it. But that is tight. Let's see, Nick is out on track and Warlock is out on track. Those are the two guys trying to do something. Warlock starting a fast lap now, that's right. Just show you this quick on board. Oh, I think he just lost it a bit. He was a bit late on the apex in that first corner, and then that just sets up the rest of the corner.
Yeah.
We can watch his sector times. It's about to finish. Sector 1 should be around a 22.
Oh, no.
And that is what Warlock's view is. He has collided with the wall. Let's put him out of his misery. Let's go watch someone else. Sean, this is Nick. He still has, he's got lots of fuel, a brand new set of tires. He's currently 16th. He's a 121.8, 3/10 behind Red Fury. Red Fury's still in the pits.
Now let's just watch his sector times there, Ron, to see if he improves.
Let's see, he drives past here where Warlock collided with the wall. No such drama for Nick, keeping it smooth, keeping it clean. And his sector 1 time, 126.7, 2.7 tenths up. And that's great. That means he is getting right close there to Red Fury's time. Yeah, second sector. I must say, quite a smooth looking lap here from Nick. Last season we used to seeing him in the Alfa Romeo. This season in the papaya-coloured McLaren. Sean, did you see his sector 2 time? I think I was talking.
I also just missed it, Ron. It just came up too quickly. So unfortunately, we're going to have to wait for the finish line.
I was dying to say the word papaya, and that caused me to miss this time. Let's see, sector 3 DRS open, and it's a 121.
That puts
That's
him
good
ninth.
for 9th.
Well
That's
done,
good
Nick.
for 9th. There we go. Sean, take us through the final classification.
Right. So Josh in first with a 120.5, Red Bull DTM with a 120.7, Avalach 120.7, Eugene 120.7 as well, Lee van Rooyen 120.8, Grimjaw 120.9, very close there by all the guys there on in the top 5, top 6 actually.
Maybe give us the guys we're losing, Sean. I see the session is about to end there before we lose
Red
that.
Fury we lose to the session, and
Warlock.
And the last guy we The screen changed too quickly. Sorry, guys.
We'll carry on checking. Sorry about that, guys. We'll look now for you and we'll tell you. Oh, and there's rain in Q2.
Oh, this is a repeat of last night's Tier 2 run.
Yeah, not a lot of rain. This would be, I guess, intermediates for now. The guys are going to want to get out there straight away before the track gets possibly even wetter. Times we're looking at here, Sean, 134.
134, 136.
Somewhere there. It's hard to guess.
On a very fast pace on the intermediate, probably about a 132. Let's see what these guys can do. Seems Lee van Rooyen in the Williams is out there, Josh's teammate. Ron, who else do we have in the lead? I think Torment is in the lead there. No, it's not Torment, apologies. It is Anu Gous who's leading the pack there. Everyone out on the inters.
Yeah, just looking at there, you can see there's a bit of spray around. This will be quite a snotty feeling track against what the guys had on brand new softs in Q1. Who did we say is in front, Sean?
It is Anu Gous.
Okay, let me go find Arno. Yeah, it's not absolute terrible conditions. It'll still be hard to get the braking zones right. You can't push as hard through the corner. You definitely have to be very careful on the throttle. Yeah, let's see. Arno, he is, where is he now? Sean in the last sector. He'll be turning up his fuel, turning his ERS to hot lap mode.
Even though it's a little bit of a risky run in the wet, having your fuel on max and your hot lap ERS. But,
yeah, I think these guys in Tier 1, they drive without assists typically anyway. I think they got to control that already. We see Sector 3 yellow flag. Not sure if someone crashed. Might just be guys going really slow, preparing their laps. Sean, have you got the stats there? Yes, while we're on Arno, where did he finish in the season? I think he was about, let me guess, 7th or 8th in the championship. Arno had a good few results as well, a couple of 4th and 5th positions, a podium in there as well. And Arno was 10th in the championship. He's a repeat customer in this Alfa Romeo.
Yeah, Ronnie
suits him well.
Yeah, repeat customer. He finished with 104 points. He won one race. He had 2 poles. And 5 DNFs, unfortunately, throughout the last season.
I was worried about my comment about throttle control and no assist and trusting the guys. Out of the fast chicane, he looked a bit treacherous out on those curbs. Kept it nicely, didn't do too much steering input, just let the car run through. Oh, just too much. And I think he's just recharging. They're going to restart the lap. Sorry about that, Arno. Let's see who else is about to finish.
So, Ron, I think one of the Williamses is about to...
There we go. I think Lee van Rooyen. Oh, there's Josh already, 133.3. Yep,
Yeah,
that's the time.
Excellent for the wets.
Oh, guys are finishing now thick and fast. Josh 133.3, Ronald 133.7, and Ruan just pips in there 133.6. Bob, welcome to the league, 134.2. Yaku Nagel 135 dead. That's kind of the times we were expecting. A couple of guys maybe not getting the lap together quite as well. Donovan, Tormund, Lee, and obviously we saw Arno had a few moments there. Nick also gets a time in 134.4. Altus, howdy partner. I don't think the Aussies speak like that. I think it's g'day, mate. Let's see who else had got times in there. Eugene 134 dead. Avilach 135.6. Red Bull DTM 135 dead. And Grimjaw and Zero to Cool, they still have to put laps in. Here's a Tormund Lee. Lee looks like he's going again. I think what also happens here in these kind of conditions, the guys kind of fuel the cars up with a couple of laps worth of fuel, maybe 6, 7, 8 laps. That allows them to come out, feel the grip, push lap after lap, and just improve on the time. As you get the tires warmed up, as you get a bit of that fuel weight reduced, you get into the groove, you learn the limits, and the times will just get quicker and quicker. So if we're already in the 133s, it doesn't seem to be raining heavier. Lee now does a 133.5. Let's see, I think Zero is on his first lap. Grim is about to start his lap. Let's follow Hanku Zero to Cool. Welcome to the league. Currently 15th, as we see Eugene go even faster, 133.3 as well, giving Josh something to stress about up front. And Zero abandons his lap. Let's follow Grim.
Yeah, Ron, I mean, between first and sixth place, there is a couple tenths there in the 133 range. I think this is excellent for the conditions that are under there.
Yeah, let's just show that, just to show you guys on the left-hand side, changing the telemetry up a bit. That just shows you the gap to the leader from first all the way to 9th, less than a second in it. And then 10th and 11th only just outside of that. Guys, 12th, 13th, Abilach and Torment, they'll want to find some time, but there's lots of time left still in the session. Grimjaw, who we're on board with, he's about to get to the third sector and then finish his lap. And then Zero, we saw abandon his lap, so he'll be doing another flyer. But we'll be seeing these times change the whole time. Comment on the stream, by the way, if you want us to change anything. I can show you, for instance, the gap to the leader there. I can show you the fastest lap times. I can show you the tires the guys have fitted. And we can enable a few of these things to make it more exciting to watch. And Grim, Sean, I didn't see, has he got a number 1 on that car? Goes 4th as a championship leader.
No, Ron, I don't think it's a number 1. With the McLaren, it's very difficult to see.
You're entitled to wear the badge of the number 1 driver.
Absolutely.
We'll see tonight where that gets him. I think in quali so far, hasn't looked to be on the top of the timesheets as we expected. He's kind of 14, there though.
Right.
Or 5th, as it say, 14. Eagle Eye Sean.
Eagle Eye Sean. Damn right.
Let's just see some of the new guys to the league, to this tier. Bob, he is currently 10th. We want to see the Mercs a bit higher up. Bob, you need to push for us, mate. There's the other Merc, Donovan. Torment, he's new, currently in 14th, trying to find his time in there. We know that'll improve. And then Tier 2 winner, Zero to Cool. He is currently 15th, hasn't gotten a fast lap in yet. Let's hope he puts a bit of fuel in now and gives us a couple of entertaining laps. Let's just see who's out there. Red Bull DTM, Mark.
Invalid lap there, Ron. So difficult in the rain to keep that car planted on the ground. So I give it to these guys putting in those times.
But pity not to see Mark Horn from Red Bull DTM in the Red Bull as he was last season. Of course, him and Abilach won the Constructors' Championship for Red Bull with a lot of consistency, quite a bit of pace, a lot of hard fighting in there.
Finished with 183 points last season.
Yeah, and he was, I think, 4th in the championship in the end.
4th in the championship, correct.
There we go. Mark goes into the pits. Who else is out there? Josh. This is only Q2, guys, so we're not looking for pole yet. Reminder, the top 10 is who goes through for the pole position shootout. And in 5 minutes' time, we'll know who those guys are. Josh now is purple sector 2. If you don't know what a purple sector means, green sector means you've gone faster than your personal best. Red means you've gone slower than your personal best, and purple means you've gone fastest overall. So Josh finding a bit of pace out there now. Although I must say, Sean, it looks to me to be getting a bit wetter.
It does, Ron. It definitely does. That rain is coming down harder. And I think if we don't see any improvement here, we're definitely going to see the guys go onto the full wets.
Yeah, I saw Josh's lap. I mean, he looked to be fighting hard through that 1:32.9. I tell you, is a fabulous lap. Purple sectors all around. He seemed to be sliding around quite a bit. It did not look like an easy lap. Bob has improved. Thanks, Bob. He is now 8th. And let's just tell you about the elimination zone. Currently 134 dead, which is not a lot of time difference to a lot of guys around him. That's Arno, who we're watching right now. 134 dead is the cutoff time. That might be not a bad time. Sure, now that it's raining a bit more, we're not sure how many people will beat that.
And as we see Arno lose a piece of his wing there, he's had to back out of this lap.
I feel he's safe here. Let's just see who's behind him. Nick with a bit behind. It doesn't matter how far behind his first lap was. This is the lap where he's got to make up time. Then we've got Donovan. He's also on the lap. Then Avilach. It's uncharacteristic to see Avilach there. We see him way out there on the side.
Avilach finishing 3rd in the championship last season, Ron.
Yeah, one of only 3 guys to get 200 plus points.
205 points.
205. Avilach, if you don't know, most podiums in Season 2. I think it was 9 or 10, and I think maybe the last race, Yaku equaled that, am I right?
Yaku was 1 ahead. So Avilach got 9 and Yaku got 10 podiums.
And there we go. Avilach, I think, had a few poles last season. Not always the quickest at quali, but definitely the man to watch for race pace. Tonight he will be starting, I suspect, outside the top 10. That's not bad. If we have a dry race, it'll mean free tire choice. Oh dear. Sorry, Avilach Heinrich. We catching a few guys with broken wings on the stream tonight. Let's look at Hanku. 0 to cool. Tier 2 winner. Fighting with the big boys in Tier 1. But this is not the ideal track conditions to have to push and find time. I see a few guys on wets, but they're all in the pits. I don't think any one of those guys will come out.
Wow, that track is really now soaked up, Ron. I think if we didn't have 2 minutes left in the session, the guys would definitely be coming out on full wets. We've got DRS Ruan on wets already. We've also got Arnukos on wets and Torment on wets as well.
Yeah, I think they're all in the pits though, Sean. I think none of them actually came out. So we see Zero Hanku, he has invalidated that lap. He's got a bit of time. Can't hang around too much. He can start another flying lap. There's 1 minute and 40 left in the session. But these are the guys in serious trouble. Donovan, he's in the pits. He's figured out it's raining too hard now. You can visibly see it now on the screen as we look into the pits. Avilach, he is back in the pits after his little moment. Torment, he is out there. He's on an outlap on the full wets now. We can see if these stick a bit better. Let's just see Hanku. He hasn't started his lap again, but I think let's watch Torment. He is still on an outlap, but maybe it is time for full wets, but I doubt on wets you'll actually catch the Inters times. We don't have a view of what the weather will be like in Q3. We don't have a view of what weather will be like in the race. If anyone, race engineer or someone is listening and you happen to have that info, please let us know. Dorman trying to save time and to the start-finish line, getting a big cut in the chicane there. Got about 40 seconds. I think this is about cutting it fine, but he'll definitely be the last guy on a flying lap. As we can see, 0 to Cool Hanko. He is on his final lap. Yaku says, hi guys, look like dry race. Hope so. Thanks, Yaku. Thanks for that info.
Thanks, Yaku.
This is entertaining to watch though. I've seen a lot of wings go flying. Let's just see. Zero. He is pushing it so hard to keep it 100% on the racing line and the track, but he has to push. Nothing to lose now. As it stands like this, he is out of Q2 and starting from 15th position, so anything he can do here to improve will help his race chances. I suspect unlikely, but oh, that looked like a
Very
big cut.
close, but not invalid, Ron.
Oh, that is the line through there. I must try that next season.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hanku showing us very liberal interpretations of track limits, but it's working for him. Lap not invalidated yet. Let's just see Hanku. Yeah, you can see it looks like he's so slow out of the corners. He's just obviously, I think, upshifting, trying to get the higher gear, trying to get the tires to stick. And let's see this time, I think it was a 144. Time for a beer indeed. Sean, before they take it off the screen, or Codemasters, just tell us who we're losing.
So in this session, guys, we lose Nick with a 134.4, Donovan Duffy 134.6, Avilak 134.6, Torment with a 136.2, and Zero Tukul with a 144.2.
Yeah, maybe not exactly the guys I expected in a rainy session. It's very hard, especially when it gets wetter and wetter. Pretty hard to get all of that together. Quickest guys: Josh, Grim, Eugene, Red Bull, Lee Fun, Royan, Ruan, Ronald, Bob, Yaku, and Arno. They all go through to Q3. Not sure what weather looks like. We will see in a couple of seconds' time. Sean, what are we hoping for? Dry? We want to see the guys pushing?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, it's the exact opposite. It's even worse. Even worse. Guys are going to come out, I think, on full wets.
Definitely, Ron. This is going to be quite difficult.
Okay, so we were in 132s, 133s, 135s. I think we're possibly now 138s, 140s. That's just a guess. First guy out looks to me to be Bob, but because he is in a Merc, he is at the end of the pit lane, so someone else jumped him. Looks like Lee is the first guy out. All right, let us follow this through. Yep, just looking at the tires fitted. Absolutely everybody on that wet tire. Yep, just looking at the tires fitted. Yeah, the race is going to be dry. I pray it stays dry. Thanks, Hanku. Mate, sorry about Q2. It looks like changing conditions, just not getting a lap in at the right time, but starting from 15th is something can still work from there.
Yeah, Ron, as I said yesterday, the rain conditions we had in Tier 2 also mucked up with our session. Towards the end of the session, it started raining. We started on softs and moved to intermediate tires, and it made a big mess of it. So we know the feeling.
There we go. Sorry for the moment of silence. We were just checking a few things on our side. Guys are getting closer to start hot laps. Let me just see if I'm following the wrong guys. Who is already on a lap? Yeah, here we go. I think Lee is the first guy. He's just finished Sector 1.
Ron, just give us some details there. Let's have a look at.
Boom, I think it was a 31 seconds for sector 1. Some yellow flags here and there.
Oh, we've got 0.
No, that is Ronald in AlphaTauri. That looks to be missing wings. That is... Was that Ruan or Red Bull DTM coming through? Hard to tell. Let's go back to Lee. He is, we think, the first guy. Titus, we missed you last night, mate. We hope you can join us in Tier 2 for some races. Titus, this season reserve driver in Tier 2. Titus saying it'll be a dry race. That is great. We would love to see that. Titus, how do you know this info? Are you race engineer for anyone? Let's see Lee van Rooyen. Oh, I missed it. Josh was first out. Josh 135.7. Lee 136 dead. So the guys are putting really competitive times in already. Yaku
136.3 for Yaku.
136.3. Can't see who's next. Looks like possibly Arno. Oh, that's a bit wide there. Just testing the limits a bit. Trying to get the power on. Arno 136.7. That's good for fourth. Somewhere in their bar, put a time in 136.8.
Ruan with a 136 dead.
Ruan, another 136 dead, getting very tight up front there, Sean. 2.5, 3 tenths separating the top 3. Let's see who else is on about to finish a lap. We just got right on board with Mark at the right time, 136.7. Let's see where's Grim. Nah, Eugene will be first. Eugene as well.
Nice, Eugene, 136.2.
Let's see Ronald. He's back into the pit after he had a coming together with a barrier. Grim, let's see, is this his hot lap finishes? Grim, fast as 135.4. Fabulous time. Let me show you the gaps between the drivers. It's easier than trying to do mathematics. Grim with a 135.4 after everyone's fastest laps in, or first hot laps in. Josh on a 2.5 tenths behind him. Yeah, sorry about that. So yeah, Grim in front, Josh just behind him. Then a few guys close together. Ruan, Lee, Eugene, Yaku, they all close together. Just slightly behind them, Red Bull DTM, Arno and Bob. And Ronald, he hasn't put a lap in yet. We saw him going to the pits. Ronald looks like he's deciding whether it's inters or wet time. It doesn't necessarily need to be full wets. There doesn't seem to be a lot of standing water. We'll ride on board with Grim to try have a view of that. There might be a slight dry enough line for inters. Let's see how that plays out. Josh in the pits, we can see, if you look at the telemetry on the left hand side, he seems to have jumped onto this idea of inters. Anyone else out on track? Lee is still out. Is he pushing? We will see now. In the third sector, he's just started the third sector, so a bit of the last little technical piece to come. As you can see, the rear end of that Williams getting a bit happy. All keeping it nice and neat anyway. Does he jump into the pits? Yep, I think guys are beginning to decide. So we see Yaku as well. Everyone else in the pits, guys, all selecting the inters. They'll start flying out soon. Looked to me like, was it Red Bull DTM or Ruan? I think I saw a Ferrari. We'll try see now who that is out on track. That was Ruan, but I think there's someone ahead of Ruan. Yeah, I think it is Arno actually. Yep,
It
there
is
we
Arno.
go.
Yes, it's Arno.
Tested my eyes to watch that on the mini map on the bottom right hand corner. But indeed it is Arno on inters. We can see absolutely everybody in the pits and on outlaps all selecting the inters. They've all decided it's not wet enough, there's time to be found. Let's see who is still in the pits. Currently Grim and Lee and Yaku and Ronald. They might be giving it, cutting it fine. Nope, they're all outlap. They're all beginning to come on their outlap. Let's just see.
3.5 minutes left in the session, Ron.
Yaku and Ronald, the only two guys left. They don't have a lot of time to change their minds. I guess if you come out the pits now, there's time to start another flying lap. The guys starting a lap now, they will probably be able to put 2 hot laps in. But it is trickier on your second hot lap. You might not have as much ERS available. But here we go. Let's see Arno currently in 8th, 1.2 seconds off that time that Grim put in a while ago on the. And we'll just watch his sector times. Sorry, Grim put that in on the wet, so we'll just watch Arno's sector time, see if there's
any improvement there, Ron.
If these inters are getting guys the desired result. Yeah, and after this right-hander, it's a short dash to the end of sector 1. Let's just see, 1.3 seconds faster.
So massive improvement between the 2 tire compounds there, Ron.
Yeah, I think guys jumped out on wets to be sure and at first. Tested it out, maybe felt they weren't quite getting all of it out there. Everyone jumped onto the inters. I think everyone made the right choice. You don't have to look further than Arno's sector 1 time. Sector 2, you can see there 55 dead is 1.8 seconds faster. So he will take surely provisional pole. And this will be the time for everyone to chase. A minute and 40 left in this session. I think everyone should make it through onto a lap. We will check for that now. Let's just see how Arno gets through the rest of this lap. Arno likes to go quite wide there. We've seen him do that before tonight. Cut the corner a bit. He doesn't go too wide on that time. Gets the power down, we think, and 133.6.
Excellent time there.
Yeah, Ruan
133.3.
Immediately goes better. Well done, Ruan. Eugene, even better, 132.8. The times are falling here, Sean.
Red Bull DTM has just crossed the line as well, going second, only 0.3 off Eugene.
Yeah, there we go. Let's get the times back up.
Next to cross the line, we have a Merc of Bob.
That will be Bob. We haven't been watching Bob sector times. He's been 1.8 seconds quicker than himself. Let's see where this puts him. 4th, 133.4. Ooh, Josh goes quickest of all. That by a mile, 132.1. Who do we think can beat that? Grim, maybe out on a hot lap. Yaku, where's Yaku? Grim now has put a lap in there. He's going again, 132.9. He was 4th. Let's see Yaku. He's about to put in his latest run, or his first one on the, and that goes 6th, first one on the intermediates. Let's see Ronald, only driver who has not put a time in yet in the session at all. As we saw earlier, a bit of misfortune on the wets, something to do with the barrier and a bit of grass, I think. Yeah, let's just look these gaps quickly. Yeah, the top few getting very close to each other as we see Red Bull DTM go faster. It's about 2/10 off Eugene's time. And Ronald 133.6.
Staying in 10th place.
Staying in 10th place. Let's see who's still on a lap. Josh, he's been pushed to second. Eugene up front, 132 dead. Josh left to improve by almost 2/10 to do something about that.
It looks like it.
No, Josh
improvement.
does
Wow.
not. That's the end of it. Eugene looks like pole. Let's see who can do anything about it. Grim, no. Grim's invalidated his lap. Yaku looks to be the last guy out on the lap. And I think this might be pretty much where we finish. Eugene, Josh, Red Bull, Lee, Bob, Grim. Let's see if Yaku can improve from 7th. Crosses the line. And he goes 6th.
Well done.
Pushes Grim to 7th. We haven't seen Grim that low, I think, on a starting grid in a while.
Yeah.
And that is that will be how we start the race. Eugene, very good lap, 132 dead. Marcel, thanks for your comments there on the stream. Go Grim and Josh, you guys got this.
So Eugene taking first place and pole for the first race of the season. Josh in second with a 132. Red Bull DTM 132. Lee van Rooyen 132. Bob 132. Yaku Nagel 132. Grimjaw 132. And then we move to Ruan 133.3. Anu with a 133.6. And ending off with Safwan Ronald with a 133.6 as well.
Yeah, the top 7 within a second. I don't think that's a true reflection of guys' pace around the circuit. I think tricky when you're not sure which wet tire, wet and then inters, and the conditions might be changing a bit. We think it'll be a lot closer in the race. But again, thanks for watching, guys. FTRF1, we're back with Tier 1. If you haven't hit the subscribe button yet, do that. Also hit the bell notification. You'll be reminded of every race. Tier 1 on a Wednesday night starts at 7:15. Tier 2 on a Tuesday night, 7:15. We've just started our league this week, so the next 23 weeks there'll be 23 races with one break halfway through the season. Please comment on the stream. Please ask questions. We might throw some questions at you later. There will be prizes to be won every now and then. So do keep the excitement going here on the stream. Right now we're just waiting for Codemasters to load us into the lobby. Guys are doing their final little bit of setups because it was a wet quali. They might be able to change a few things. Definitely choose tires for the race. They'll be changing a few wing settings and ride heights possibly. Gerard Buerta on the stream, good luck guys, all the best, keep it clean and fair. Yeah, I must say that's something we did see. No, it's not lights out and away we go, this is just a formation lap. Nice to see it dry. Let me get some telemetry up there for us.
So just to go through the tyre strategy, Ron, we have two types this session, a one stop and a two stop. The one stop is the soft hard. You're probably looking at about lap 9 to 12 to stop to change to the hards from the soft. And then we have the second one, which is a soft, medium, soft. And we should be looking at changing about onto the mediums about lap 10, 11.
Yeah, maybe lap 9 and 20 if it's a two-stop. Yeah, I think you guys can make especially these are brand new tires. If you look at the telemetry to the left-hand side, all the tires are brand new because we had a wet quali. No one starts on old quali tires. Everyone got a brand new set of tires and a choice. So everyone went on their first choice. So this already reveals strategy. The guys on soft, they want to get away quick. They want to make up places at the start. If they can change that into a one-stopper soft medium, we'll see where that goes. Not too sure.
Yeah, correction from my side, Ron. The second strategy is starting on the medium.
Yeah, let's just have a look through there. Bob, very well done. First race in 5th. He is sniffing podium in his maiden race in this league. Let's see how that goes. Yaku Championship second position last season or 2 weeks ago. He is 6th. Behind him is the man who beat him to the first place in the championship, Grimjord. Trevor, not like these guys to be not right up front, but that's fine. It'll show for a bit of a battle. Ruan, Arno, let's see who else. Avilach again out of position, we think. But he has also selected the soft tyre, so hoping to get away from some oaks, make up some places. And they're new to the league, Tormund, Zero, Red Fury, welcome guys. On the medium tyre, playing it, I think, a bit safe in their first race. Warlock. Cool, and here we go, we're about to start. Sometimes a slight delay here, as there we go, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lights. And it's lights out and away we go. Let's try see what's happened here already. Oh no, I think Codemasters is playing games with me, but it looks to me like Eugene got through that corner first, ahead of Josh. Josh is pushing him there.
Oh, we've got it looks like we've lost the Mercedes here, Ron. I think this is Bob. No, it's Donovan Duffy.
Yeah, it's difficult to see as well. You can see on the left-hand side, Codemaster showing us slightly different things. We are currently following Eugene. He's definitely first on track. Codemaster's telling us that other people are, but don't worry, that'll be corrected.
There we go.
Sometimes there we go. Let me show you the position change. That's always nice to see on lap 1. We've got Eugene. He's in front, half a tenth ahead of Josh. We saw Lee van Rooyen make up a place. He's in 3rd. Mark, Red Bull DTM, loses a place in 4th, but he's got his teammate Ruan right behind him. Grim has gained a place. Bob lost 2. Now Bob regains that. I don't want to go down to that battle, Bob. Sorry, but we are watching.
So close here, Ron.
Between you can just watch there. You see Eugene's got 71, 80% ERS left. Josh, let's follow him. He's got 80 as well, so the guys haven't overdone it on lap 1. You can see how close they are. There's a battle behind him, but this is where we want to be watching. No DRS for the first 2 laps. ABC predicted strategy. 1 stop for both. On the soft, you stop lap 10. Medium's probably lap 12, something like that. Let's just follow through. This battle is close. Lee has dropped a little bit behind. Maybe he was caught up in another battle. Then we've got Mark, Ruan, very close here. We've got Grim right behind him, Arno. Then we've got Nick, Yaku, Avilach. He's made up nice places.
Nice.
Red Fury Regan, out of nowhere, makes up 5 places on lap 1. Well done, Bob. Losing a few places. Bob, you can still regroup from here, mate. Hunker, he's made up, I think, 2 places. Tormund, exactly where he was. Rock, Ronald, Donovan, Duffy. Donovan had something go wrong. And let's go back all the way to the leaders, where we see Eugene. Now, if I look back from him, you can see the gap he's created to Josh. Not an easy track to follow. There's a few corners where, specifically the fast chicane, that it's very hard to follow. But then there are some nice long straights, some nice DRS zones. This first one is not long enough usually to overtake, but if you set it up, stay behind the guy, get through the first corner, as we see Eugene fastest lap. If you set it up, stay close to the guy behind this. This is a DRS zone once DRS is available, which is from this lap. And you'll see he closes up now. It was 1.2 seconds, it's now 8th. Let's just... There we go. Let's just switch the telemetry to interval. Now we can see the gap of everyone, not just the gap to the leader. We've got Eugene leading, then it's Josh. Not a big gap there. Josh is staying within taps. Lee van Rooyen dropping back slightly. Let's flick it back to tires, because that might tell us a bit about why guys have a bit of a gap. Red Bull DTM Mark, he just overtakes Lee as we're watching this. That is brilliant because he's on the
Very
medium
nice through
tires.
that corner. So
And
close between these guys, Ron.
And Ruan, last season we saw him towards the end fighting here, 4th, 5th. He is showing straight away in this season that's exactly where he wants to race. He's come from 8th all the way to 5th, following his teammate Mark, Red Bull DTM, through the pack. He is now putting Lee under pressure as well. We see up in front, by the way, Josh getting a bit closer.
And there we have our first penalty for the night. For corner cutting, the Lee van Rooyen.
Let's just see Ruan. He overtakes Lee as well now. Lee's struggling there for some reason. Lee defending so hard, he's gotten a penalty. We are on board with Lee. He's also forgetting to activate DRS. Costs him a position. He will need to focus to stay in this race. Let me show you quickly the detail of penalties. Sean, explain penalties to the guys who might not know.
Right, so we will see throughout the race a bunch of penalties being given. This is mainly for corner cutting. I mean, this is the more prominent one. You should get about 3 seconds for corner cutting, and then if there's some incidents where you've collided with somebody or accidentally caused someone damage, you should get about 5 penalties, 5 seconds penalties for that. And there, as we see again, Nick with a 3-second penalty, as well as Red Fury with a 3-second penalty.
Yeah, just watching Lee van Rooyen is struggling a bit. Sean, he's got Arno right behind him. Nick maybe pushing too hard, getting that penalty. Yaku, he's lost a little bit of places here, but still in 9th. Yaku on the medium tire, so he can make that. We see Lee must have some damage. He's coming in for a pit stop. That promotes all the guys that were fighting so hard against him. Ruan, he's caught up to his teammate. We'd expect that. Ruan on the softer tire. Red Bull DTM, he's 4 seconds behind the leaders, but he is on the medium, so that is not a surprise. Josh, he is still keeping tabs with Eugene. Let me go further down. We spoke about Yaku. He is still in 7th, can still salvage something here. Avilach started, I think, 13th. He is now 8th. He is beginning to clear these guys on medium tires. We can follow this for a bit because I'm sure he's going to put Yaku under pressure. 4 seconds behind him is Red Fury, Tolman, Bob, Ronald, Zero. Most of those guys on medium, so they will be a bit slower. Penalties coming thick and fast. We see Red Fury, Warlock just got one, Lee, Nick. As I said, we should carry on watching. Avilach already is within 4/10. Yeah, through the fast chicane, you'll probably lose a 10th or so. Yep, you see, he immediately goes from 4 to 5/10. But then it's DRS zone. He's not using ERS right now. But he is within 5/10, keeping it there. But I think the best play, Sean, is follow through the start-finish straight and then use that second DRS zone for an overtake then towards the end of Sector 1, unless he's close enough, which I think he is. 3/10, just I think the launch out of that last corner is quite powerful when you've got the better tyres.
I think I will like keeping it safe there, Ron. Making sure that there's no incident between him and Yaku Nachel. Just looking at Lee van Rooyen, he pitted for the hard, Ron, so he is going for the long haul. Probably see him change over to softs 5 laps before the end, or maybe 10 laps before the end of the race. Nam Assassin as well going onto the hard tire.
Yeah, I think these guys must have had a bit of a challenge somewhere through the opening laps. They would not have wanted to have put it that early. Can you make hards last? Yeah, I think you can. Is it going to be the best tire towards the end? Maybe not, but you never know. Safety car might get you a window to pit, get onto the softs and attack again. Long race still. I'll tell you what, Sean, wonderful to see 18 drivers still in this.
I have to say that as well. It's great to see these full lobbies, and I think we need to continue with this energy. Right, so on the penalty side, we have Red Bull DTM with a 3-second penalty, as well as Grimjaw 3 seconds. These guys will need to close or open some gaps to their rivals behind them. Red Fury with 3 seconds penalty. His teammate Warlock with a 3-second penalty. Lee van Rooyen 3-second penalty, and Nick with a 3-second penalty. So this is getting very tight here on with Avilach and Jaco Nagel. And there Jaco gets a 3-second penalty as well.
Yeah, Avilach putting him under a lot of pressure. We say it's exciting. It's also nerve-wracking to watch guys who we think are possible championship contenders to get wheel-to-wheel, putting wings next to each other. Let's leave that for a second, Sean. Let's maybe go up here. We see Ruan has now gotten ahead of Mark. That is not a surprise. Ruan is on the soft tyres, so some sort of team strategy, I think, at play here. But very nice to see Ruan in third currently on a podium step. We'll see how that plays out through the night. Josh, he's still going there, 6/10 only behind Eugene. So he is giving Eugene a bit of a run for his money. They both seem to be keeping it quite clean. No penalties. Very good laps. Let me maybe see fastest lap. We can see it's still Josh with a 1:24.4. Eugene 1:25.5. 1:24.5. So I think guys matching each other on pace nicely. Any surprises? Anything we should go look at? We see Red Fury and Torment. They up into points positions in their first race in Tier 1. Behind them, Warlock, keeping them honest, hunting them down. We see Warlock very close to Torment.
Yeah, this could get very exciting if this just stays as close as it is. Both on the same compound tire.
Just behind them, Zero Hunko. He seems to have gotten into the rhythm in this race from 15th to 12th. His teammate Ronald having had to pit earlier. He's in 13th already. The other guys who pitted, Nick, Lee, Donovan, Nam Assassin. Sorry if you can't see his name there. Sometimes Codemasters does this. It's something between Codemasters and a network issue. Apologies for that. But that is Nam Assassin. Last year you would have seen him in a Ferrari. This year he teams up with Jaco Nagel in Renault. And he's looking very racy behind Bob on those hard tyres. So good going there. We see Donovan Duffy get more penalties. Let's just go have a look at penalties again. Yeah, Nick on 6 and a whole bunch of guys. Lee also on 6, a whole bunch of guys on 3. They'll have to watch that. Just let me go to the front. What is happening here?
It's going to play a huge role towards the end of the race, Ron. I mean, we've got 20 laps to go. Very exciting so far.
Yeah, just up front again with the leaders, trying to see what Eugene's got to say for himself. Right now he's saying, well, I'm keeping Josh behind me. Yep, he's close, but I'm keeping behind me.
Oh, and here it goes, Ron.
As wheel I say to that, wheel. Yeah, I think Eugene did well. He set himself up on the inside line. Josh had to go to the outside. That's not the best place to try to do that overtake from. And we see that's just upset Josh a bit in the final sector. So they went from 1 or 2 10s back to 6, and now he's got DRS. And then they'll go into this next sector. And as soon as you get out this corner, right over there, DRS again. Will he be able to challenge? No, it's a short sector.
Too short.
But good battling here. As we see Jaco gets ahead of Arno and Avilach in this mix as well.
Very tight between the 3 of them.
Oh my goodness. And I think Arno is missing a left end plate. A bit too much pushing there. I don't want to say if that looked clean or dirty. I tell you, it was exciting. 3 cars into one corner. That is always going to be tricky.
Yeah, the end plate is missing on that wing there, Ron.
The loser of that, unfortunately, Arno. Look, it's lap 9. It's around about the time that you might be pitting. You'll lose, an extra 7, 8, 9, 10 seconds getting a new wing. So
Arno
that adds
and Red
time.
Fury then getting very close as well.
Yeah, Regan, he's spotting the opportunity there. If he has someone helping, watching, often his dad is race engineer for him, might have said to him, hey, the guy in front of you is missing an end plate. They are teammates, so maybe they're talking anyway. But Regan definitely looking. We'll probably see Arno jump in. Oh, these guys
close the door there on him quite well, at least keeping it clean.
Yeah, they need not fight with each other too hard. Yeah, yep, Arno immediately goes in. Red Fury goes through, gets into 8th. Behind him, though, Torment, keeping him honest as well.
Right, so the guys are now jumping in, Ron. We will now see the strategies come alive.
Yeah, Eugene went in. So did Josh. They were almost separated by someone, but they will follow each other through. And Ruan, he is now leading a race. Currently in first position. He's also on the soft, so we're expecting him to pit soon. I think Eugene and Josh, they went on to the hards a lap earlier. I think the new hards might have great pace, so there would be a slight undercut effect. So they probably wanted to cover each other off there, which is why they copied strategies of each other. Now you'll see Mark Red Bull DTM. He is now catching up to his teammate Ruan. This is when the mediums still have a bit of life in them, and the softs will be going off. If you're a F1 online racer, you will know that Jeff will be telling you that you'll be expecting to lose tire grip, and exactly that. We see Ruan into the pits. He got to lead the race for a lap. Now that's up to the other Ferrari, and Grim just behind him, 2 and a bit seconds. These are the guys making the medium last for them. Ruan, no surprises. You see he goes the hard. Red Fury still out there. Torment still out there. Warlock still out there. There's a few updates here. Zero still out there. Eugene, he pitted from the lead, currently in 8th. No surprises to him. His mirrors are still full of the Williams of Josh. And Ruan also pitted already. He's in 10th. As we see Avilach, he's coming out of the pits. He is, I think, against Yaku and the guys around him, trying to do a bit of an undercut effect. So we'll see where that plays out when the guys pop into the pits just now. Arno, he now has a new wing, and he is in 14th. A bit of places to make up to get back into the points, but a few guys to pit. We'll see all the guys now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Everyone up to 7th. They on the mediums haven't stopped. They're still on plan A of their strategies, and we'll be able to start watching who goes into the pits. I suspect another lap or 2. You can, as I say that, you see the rear of Mark's Ferrari giving him a bit of a hassle. Grim, 2.9 seconds. He is looks like he is roughly keeping tabs with Mark at this point. Yaku a bit behind. Red Fury's still in there.
Making those mediums work for them, Ron. And I think, do we think Josh finally has Eugene? It seems as
there
so.
we do. We switched to them at the perfect time, and because of how this works, Josh gets DRS again, so he pulls away from Eugene enough to stay ahead now. That is, the gap is now 0.6, but the other way around. Let's see if Josh does not have Eugene in front of him. Is he able to pull that gap? Is Eugene able to match him? Eugene was our pole sitter, so we know he's quick. So we'll have to watch that gap for a while. Let me just go to Torment. I see he's getting close behind Red Fury. These guys are not very far ahead of where Josh is on track. I suppose de facto race leader. We'll see after the pit stops, but I don't see that being a problem. So Josh, I don't know if he wants to catch up to these guys and clear them as soon as possible. Already he's right behind Torment.
Yeah, I think that's going to play a big role in Josh's strategy as well there, Ron.
And
Eugene is right on his trumpet as well.
Yeah, Eugene isn't, I wouldn't say drop back. He is within a second. He will now, in the next two little straights, he will catch up a bit. We see Red Fury in the pits now. So Josh hunting down Torment. That's for a battle for 4th or 5th. Just 2 10s. Josh opens up DRS. He immediately goes to the outside because he knows if he can drive around. But there's a lot of fighting there from Torment. But Josh does get ahead.
Torment not letting that place go very easily.
Yeah, look, that is for position, I suppose. Torment also doesn't want to lose time here because it's not really who he's going to be fighting at the end of the race. Josh does get through. The importance of that for Josh is that Eugene didn't get through, so that opens the gap now to more than a second.
And Ron, it looks as if we've lost Lee van Rooyen.
Yeah, let's can't see where on track it is. It looks like
Sector
this
1.
sector. Yeah, somewhere there's his car next to the side of the road. Has he had a battle with someone? It's not a safety car or anything. In fact, it's already the yellow flag has disappeared. And our current race leader, Mark Horn, he is jumping into the pits. No surprises again. Hard to the end. Let's see if Josh catches him. This might be not that close because they already, while his pit limiter is on, Josh goes straight past him. And so does Eugene. And here we are. Eugene now also trying to get past Torment.
Very
bit of a late break. I think Tapiwa could have maybe expected that. But anyway, all's clean. Rubbing is racing as well, they say. And that has cost Eugene quite a bit of time. He's now 1.7 seconds behind Josh. We'll see what he can do with that. Our race leader at the moment, 14 laps in. A man we know is able to look after tyres very well. Grimjaw, he lap 50 now with those 14 lap old mediums. We're expecting him to pit soon. Yaku is actually keeping suit behind him on those mediums. The gap stays roughly just under 8 seconds, just over 8 seconds. While we do that, let's try see who has not pitted. There we can see the pit stops. And you can see Grim, Yaku, Torment, and Zero have not stopped yet. And these are the guys, if I switch it back to tires, are all guys trying to make mediums work for themselves. As we see who was in the pits, Yaku, so some guys going past him. We'll see where Yaku comes out. I think 8th. More importantly, let's see, I think Avilach was chasing Yaku before the pit stop window. Avilach pitted 3 laps ago for mediums. And does he go past Yaku? I don't think so. No, Yaku has had the better of that stint, stays ahead of Avilach. Nice close battle here. Mark on brand new hards, fighting Hanku on 15 lap old mediums. That should be easy enough. Yep, he's got the grip and the pace to get ahead of him. Always important to do it before the corner. Yeah, there we go. Mark now gets himself into 5th. That is a good place to be because if I look ahead of him, Grimjaw has to pit, Torment has to pit. So that might be good for something like 3rd. We'll see how that plays out. Josh, he is currently 2nd, just to follow up on that again. He is 10 seconds behind Grim, but when Grim stops, he'll probably lose, 20 or so seconds. And that would mean Josh would take the lead again. Well done, Eugene. He was, I think, 1.6, 1.7 seconds behind. He's keeping it at 1.3, 1.4. I think for a moment in the previous lap I saw it 1.2 for us for a moment. So he seems to be getting there. Let's just see Zero. He's in the pits. He's going for softs with 12 laps to go. Possibly can be done, but he's hoping to be quick at the beginning of the stint. And back to first position. Started in, I think, 7th. Sean Grimjaw is leading the race. 16 lap old mediums. It's only him and Tormund who have attempted to make these tyres last that long.
Now they're pushing those tyres on. 16 laps is quite an achievement for the medium.
Yeah, I think what they're trying to do, if I was Grim, I would maybe...
And there we have the trigger.
Let's see, which I think probably soft. I think he's trying to make medium soft work. I think if Grim can make mediums last 17, he can make softs last 12, and it's exactly softs. So we'll see. And like I said, Josh will pass him, Eugene will pass him. Let's see, Mark, Red Bull DTM will go past him. Ruan also will go past him. And this is where we are. After lap 18, most of everyone, yes, everyone has now stopped. This is where we are. Josh is leading the race. Eugene kind of keeping tabs with him. He's second. Mark, he's fought well in this race to get himself into those podium positions, new-ish medium, so he will be challenging the guys up front. Mark's teammate Ruan, he's there in 4th, keeping a very solid race. Well done, Ruan, keeping it very clean. Behind Ruan, though, Grimjaw on brand new softs. We think that's going to get exciting.
Very exciting there, Ron.
If Grim's got 8-9 very quick laps, if he can take a second a lap out of these guys, he could be fighting, I think, podium. Anyone on the stream there want to give us some commentary, want to give us some
predictions?
Some predictions. Let's see where that goes. Let's see further down, Yaku Nahu, ahead of where he started the race. He's currently in 6th. Red Fury, very well done with Regan. He started, I think, outside the top 15. He is his 7th, so this race is working out for him. Also, as well, on the hards, going definitely to the end of this race. Warlock, he's in 8th. Behind him, Avilach on the mediums. 6-lap old mediums with 10 laps to go, so that can take him to the end. He should be a bit quicker than the guys around on the mediums. Let's see where this takes him. He is currently 8 or so tenths behind Warlock. He'll have DRS again. So there's still some fighting here for Avilach to do. There's still points in this.
2 or 3 laps from now we will see the overtake happen. As you said, there's not many places as well to overtake here without causing too many damage.
Yeah, just popping further down the list. Last guy in the points position, Torment. After his pit stop, he's also on the soft, so Avilach would have wanted to look ahead of him. He now has to look behind him as well, and immediately we see Torment.
Wow, this is
great drive here.
Tight. 3 cars into one corner on.
Red, that is Torment, Avilach, and Warlock. Warlock, the loser of that, and Torment, the absolute winner of that. Swap position 8th and 10th. Abilach stays in the middle in 9th. He will follow Torment through. He'll be lucky to, or happy to be ahead of Warlock. So well done, Heinrich. Hunko, like we said, he is 0-2 cool for you. He is 11th currently, but also on very new softs, so he'll get something to work there. Then we've got Arno, Ronald, Nam Assassin, Nick, Donovan, and Bob. And where we've lost from the session, Lee van Rooyen. And just to take you back to this, I'm going to call it the battle for podium here, but Grim is 5th. We saw many seconds between him and Ruan, but that is about to change. He is within, I think, a puff of smoke from the exhaust.
He's too close Ruan. There on to tell.
Showing great patience, no need to mess up the race right now.
And there, that was so close, Ron. Ruan
Yeah, I don't think he's out of it. He'll have to pit. Grim would have had him anyway. I think just a bit of pressure that Ruan was under made him do that mistake. See what that does for Ruan. But Grim already 2.3 seconds behind Red Bull DTM on a tyre that we think is a second or so a lap faster. 9 laps to go. Grim is looking very good here for a podium. I think he has nailed this this tyre strategy.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Let's see where's
So
Ruan.
we got Red Fury within 4/10 of Yaku Nachol. This could also get very exciting.
Yeah, they are fighting currently for 6th. They're about to fight for 7th because they'll pass Ruan when he's in the pits. Ruan probably going to grab the soft tyre and try to salvage some points from this. And let's see. Yeah, wing change going on there for the Ferrari. Sorry, Ruan, you had such a clean race up until that one moment. Red Fury still behind Yaku. Very close behind him. Avilach was battling there. He is now, I think, safely in 8th. Torment on those newer tyres is making up some places. And let's go back to Grim. I think this might be the battle to watch. Ahead of Grim is Mark, Red Bull DTM. Hard tyres to the end. Eugene still in 2nd. Kind of keeping tabs with Josh. Hard tyres to the end. And Josh having gotten some good overtakes just at the start of this hard tyre stint. Making something work there. And we can see Mark currently in the last podium position, but I fear that this might change. You can see Grim's lines through these last few corners. So much tighter, so much cleaner, so much more grip. And 2/10 with DRS open. He might just go, I think, side by side, and he's surrounding.
He gets the job done. Takes it wide.
Shown a lot of respect for Mark there. He could have made that into an ugly fight, but I think it's inevitable within the next 3 corners. Grim would have done something about that anyway.
Yeah, for sure.
Very clean racing. We've seen a lot of clean racing. And Grim is now into the podium positions. You heard it here first on the FTR Tier 1 stream. Sean, predictions? Grim 2nd, 1st? Going to be harder to fight the other 2 guys. They are very quick up front.
Definitely. I think we can see Grim with a podium here, Ron. I mean, to catch up 6 seconds, 5 seconds now between the two of the other guys. Let's just look at penalties there, Ron, to see what sort of damage that's going to cause us.
Gap to the leader. I'll put penalties on. Sean can take us through that.
So the top 3 drivers have 3 seconds penalties. Red Bull DTM with a 6-second penalty. That's going to put him into
I think
6th
still
place.
4th. No, I think still, because I think there's a big gap behind him.
Sorry, apologies. Still in 4th place. As it stands now, they will the top 3 would finish in their positions. Then we got Yaku with a 3-second penalty, Red Fury 6 seconds penalties, Torment with 3 seconds, Avilach 6 seconds penalties, Zero to Cool 3-second penalty, Warlock 6 seconds, Nick with 12 seconds penalties, and Anu 12 seconds penalties as well, and Donovan with 9 seconds penalties. This track is rough on penalties, Ron, as we saw in Tier 2 as well last night.
Yeah, absolutely. This is the battle kind of on track if you want to see action right now. As you can see within car lengths of each other, Torment. Let me go back to tyres. He's on the softs. Did I get that right? Yes, he is. Race control, 3-second penalty. That is for Red Fury. He's now on, would be 9 seconds. So his race is a great position on track. I think just struggling with those penalties. Further down, there's another battle. Avilach in 8th. Behind him on 6-lap-old tyres, Zero to Cool. Except he hasn't gone caught and passed Avilach. He's kind of just caught him and stayed behind him. So Avilach doing great at defending. The more he defends, the more I think Anko's tyres will go off, and that battle will be put to bed. Warlock last points position, and behind him to Ruan, who had to pit after that damage we saw with him trying to push to stay ahead of Grim. He's got a new wing and a brand new set of softs, so He might salvage, not many laps left, but he might salvage a point or two from the end. And those are pretty much, I think, the close battles right now on track. And I'll show you this because Torment is side by side with Red Fury.
Wow, keeping it very clean there in that battle.
I think by yourself on that outside of that corner, it's hard to stay on with a guy next to you, and 2 corners later they're still side by side.
And there, Red Fury getting another penalty, 3 seconds for going wide there.
Let's level 1 second. Yeah, Red Fury now on 9 seconds. But I don't want to talk about these guys too long because I think we owe it to the guys in front to go check. Let's remind you, Josh, he qualified second, managed to catch and pass Eugene after the first pit stops. He's now caught up. Let's show you what tires the guys are on. And then behind him, Eugene started on pole. Unfortunately for Eugene, he just lost out, I think, in a bit of traffic there in the second stint, but did well to keep tabs. He's still in second, but right now he's being hunted by Grimjaw with 7-lap-old softs. Not softs in their prime zone anymore, but definitely still faster than hards. And is he going? Yes, side by side. And side by side again. But Grim just has way more drive, way more grip, and he sticks it around the outside, then the inside, then the outside, and eventually gets the move done. And he'll definitely, I think, pull away a bit from Eugene now. 0 to cool, I think, another penalty, so we'll check penalties again just now. Let's just see if anything on penalties has changed in the top 3.
Is still the same, Ron.
No, not changed. Red Bull DTM Mark on 6 seconds. He is right behind Eugene, am I right? Yes, he is. But right now those wouldn't change.
4 laps to go, Ron. Can Grimjaw close in that gap? I think let's just go on board with Grimjaw and Josh. Let's just have a look at what sort of ERS...
Yeah, if you want to see what the gap looks like, Grim used a lot of ERS to do that overtake. That's fine, 14% left. If we go to Josh, he's got 21%, so he's been using ERS to be quick. He has seen Grim come through the pack. He does not want to get caught up in that fight if he can avoid it. Three laps to go. 3 seconds now, so
he has extended that lead.
He's absolutely at a brilliant lap there. And we'll watch that as well. Eugene is not completely losing touch with Grim, but already a second, 1.1 behind. Might lose out on DRS if he can't keep it there. Grim now clawing 2/10 or so back. We'll see penalties are still as they were. The guys are keeping it clean, keeping it tidy. Mark still keeping it tidy there in 4th. Yaku, very good race. We see he is now fighting here with Torment. Torment on the newer soft tires. Torment doing exactly what Grim's doing to his challenges, and Yaku will maybe struggle to fight that. Nice to see Yaku in the higher points positions than maybe where he started the race, but Torment is definitely going to give him a run for his money there. And just behind Torment is Red Fury still.
Ron, just a note, we've lost Avalach.
Oh dear. I did not see that happen. Just as we watched some of the other battles with Torment and Yaku there. Let's go watch that again. Torment trying. Grim has made about half a second in this lap. In lap 26, they're now on lap 27. So 2 and a bit laps to go. That gap is 2.5 seconds. Grim will need...
Red Fury going very wide there.
Yeah, I think Regan's doing well to be on the points there. Behind him, Zero and Warlock also have penalties, so he might still salvage something. Ruan, we said he could get back into the points, and he did. He is now 10th. And I think this is still the closest battle on track. For a second, I'll pop you down to show you Bob. He is currently 13th, chasing down Nick. Nick not having... I think the race he wants, neither did Bob, but they're still in there, still fighting a bit behind him, Donovan Duffy. Let's go back to this. Let's see what Torment's doing there. He is still pushing Yaku. Torment 26%, 30% ERS. Yaku with 19, so they're both using it and trying to gain an advantage.
I think from what we can see here, Ruan and to an extent Ronald and Bob keeping the race clean. No penalties from their side. Ronald is a little bit too far.
Sorry, Sean, Torment ahead of Yaku now. He just found his gap, stuck it on the inside, made it work. Nice. He had enough grip to pull away. But yeah, what you were saying, Sean, is Ruan, he is here. He is only for 3.7 seconds behind Warlock and catching him. So right now he might jump, I think, Warlock and Zero by the time this race ends with having no penalties. Ronald, unfortunately, just a bit too far down the track.
Too far away.
So he will probably lose out on points tonight. Let's go see with what's this, 2 laps to go. What is the leader situation looking like? Josh is still out there, still using as much ERS as he can. Let's show you his tires to give you an idea of how old those tires are. No, I am looking at the wrong thing. There we go, tires, 17-lap-old hards. Grim is now, I think, 10-lap-old soft. He's probably used the most of the meat on those babies. And you can see he's struggling to keep it at 2.5. He's, not many laps to go as we see Josh cross the line, and then it will be the final lap of the race, lap 29. There's, I don't think, big chance that Grim will catch those 2 seconds, but Grim's strategy again, from where he started, I think 7th, 8th, 9th, somewhere down there, to be in second, that's a brilliant strategy. Josh kept it quick and quali, lost out on pole, but in the race got the overtakes done when it mattered. He got his pace on when he saw Grim coming up the field, so very well managed race again. Only the 3-second penalties. Same with Grim, same with Eugene. Eugene from pole to third, slightly disappointed, but I think a good race for Eugene. And there's still lots of points to be taken from that. Mark keeping it clean. He is still looking good for 4th. Torment, very well done. He is ahead of Yaku. Penalties might have something to say about that, because Yaku only has 3 seconds. So as they cross the line, you will see boom, 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 and the classification will change there on the left-hand side.
Will do its adjustment, but overall, very clean race from Tier 1. Good opener to the season, Ron.
Absolutely, yeah. We saw in quali 1 or 2 Oaks lose wings. We saw Ruan, unfortunately, in the race. Donovan in the race lose a wing. Some guys like Bob qualified way higher than where he is right now. And as we see that, Josh crosses the line, takes the victory. First victory for the season. 25 points. We can quickly try and look for fastest lap as well, which is right now Ruan. And we see the other guys cross the line. Grimjaw, Eugene. Sean, can you maybe try add Grimjaw and Eugene for us, as well as Josh? So we can chat to them as well. Then Red Bull DTM, we said he's looking good for 4th. Yaku, very good race to get himself back up from where he started to 5th. Penalties only 3 seconds. That worked out well for him. Torment, very good strategy. Copied Grim's strategy. That worked, I think, the best strategy of the night for me. He ended up, unfortunately, with that penalty. On track, he finished 5th, but because of the penalties in 6th. Red Fury, Regan, very well done, mate. Reeg's getting a 7th in his first race in Tier 1. Then who else do we have there? Ruan kept it very clean. He unfortunately had that one issue, but 8, that's still points from that. Very well done, Ruan. Sean, who is your driver of the day before Codemasters chooses?
Very, very difficult to say, but I would say Grim. They said Red Fury, so yeah, that's just as good. So congratulations, Regan, for your valiant efforts there today.
Josh showing some moves there, joining him on the podium. Very well done, Josh. Great race. It was great to watch. on the second step there. Grimjaw, Trevor, very good race as well. I think Trevor may have been my driver of the day just because of the strategy. But let's not take it away from Regan. And then third, Eugene from pole to third. And who is that Eugene? Have you joined the comms box?
How's it, guys?
Hey, how was that race, mate?
Yeah, it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad.
Yeah, look, I think fabulous qualifying. I think very competitive. We were excited to see someone pushing Josh so hard. And then in the first stint, it went well.
Yeah, it went well. I must say my first time racing with Josh as well. I enjoyed it. He's quite quick. I'll keep it to him. Look, he was consistent as well. I'll close up 210s, he'll pull 210s, and as just carry on like that. The last 10 laps or so, I was like, you know what? It's not worth putting a car on the wall. Let's just start backing out of it. And then I racked up another penalty, so I knew it was over. But our tires didn't work. Definitely not. Definitely not. But oh well. We learn, eh?
We live and learn. We live and
Yeah,
learn.
no, very well done, mate. Yeah, look, unfortunately, I think Josh just picked the right moment in that beginning of that second stint on the hards to get past you, and then I think after that he, like you say, consistency, and he managed the pace. But anyway, well done. It's a podium nonetheless. It's points. Very well done. Great start to the championship campaign, and a very good quali lap. Awesome to watch.
Thank you, and same to Josh and Grim. Congrats to them.
Yeah, brilliant. Grim, I would have picked your strategy as the best of the night. I think it worked out perfectly. You must have looked after those mediums well in the beginning.
I tried to, my left front was dead. I was like on 80% on my left front. So it was a mission just to keep the car straight. But I tried. I actually just came up with that strategy on the fly because I could see, I'm like, I'm not going to catch these guys. So let me just change it up and do something that the other guys won't. And it looks like it worked out.
No, it worked out well. What happened in quali, Grim? We didn't quite see you in the positions we were expecting. It's difficult in the wet qualis, I guess.
No, it was actually okay. I invalidated the second run. The first run I ran very wide in two corners, but I was up on the time. It's just I messed up. It happens, eh? Australia's not an easy track for me.
No, it's I don't even enjoy the track that much. But anyway, it was good to watch. It was nice to see you work your way through the field. I think the tires ran out at the end.
Yeah,
you just couldn't quite carry Josh.
After I passed Eugene, my tires were dead. My front lift was already on 65% after I passed him. So I was like, look, man, let me just try and manage it and just keep the pace up and see if anything happens. I was trying to force Josh into a mistake there with some pressure, but he didn't crack under it.
I tried it as well. It doesn't work.
No, I think Josh had it covered. I saw when he saw you coming, he used his ERS. By the time you ran out of tires, he was 2 seconds ahead. Tell us there, Josh, from your perspective. I mean, patience first sector and some clean, clever driving in the second sector.
Yeah, almost a perfect race. Quali didn't go so well. I was about 3 tenths up on my last lap, but couldn't, lost the car, so I had to settle for second place. I saw most of the guys in the front were on the soft, so I was like, okay, if I can keep with them, if I can just keep it clean, I'd be able to at least get the podium. But yes, Eugene, I never raced with him before. He's very, very fast. I was like, I need to get past this guy if I want to win. Sure, he got the 3-second time penalty, but I wanted to get past him just in case I got one, and I did, so I had to pass him. And then Grom started catching me. And yes, you thought I wasn't going to crack. I almost cracked, yes. I was like, this guy's going to get me. I want to win. I want to win, but this guy's going to get me. And the last like 3 laps I saw, his tires were going off.
I think that brings us back to Russia when you're doing the same thing to me. Same thing. So, yeah, but I didn't realize.
Softs that time, but I didn't, and yeah.
Yeah. No, but well done, man. Well done.
Yeah, no, fabulous, guys. I think great driving, great to watch. It looked pretty clean. There were some moments further back. We'll let the stewards look at those. But I think the top 3 guys, very well done. Josh first, Grim second, Eugene third. Very good, nice, fast. Nice to see some quick guys, clean races on the podium. Very well seasoned. Good job on the season opener, and we'll see you guys next week in Bahrain.
Thanks, guys.
Cheers, man.
Great, guys.
Cheers,
Have a good
gents.
one. And to everyone on the stream, thanks for watching. And we will see you next week in Bahrain. Cheers for now.
Cheers.